Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Olusegun Yukami from Nosa Capital on the 14th of April. And this is quite late in the evening. It's about 10 minutes past, I think about 4 minutes past 10 where I am at the moment. Anyway, this is just a very quick video newsletter as always, but this time it's going to be about the S&P E-mini futures as well as the light crude futures. So let's get started with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. Again, we're going to start off with the 1 week chart. And as you can see, if you look at the price action here, you can see that the price is now within the cloud. One of the general rules of trading, particularly when you're using Ichimoku, is that whenever you get the price action within the cloud, that's consolidation, and you do not do anything. You just wait to see which direction the price action comes out. So it might come out of the cloud into bearish or bullish, depending. Like I've always said, the market will do what it wants to do. The price will go where the market takes it should go. Secondly, here, as you can see, it's still a bit bearish. It's very weakly bearish, as you can see here, because as I said, price actions within the cloud. The Chiku is, as you can see, the Chiku is still running free, but if care is not taken, if it continues in this direction, possibly the price action here might act as a bit of resistance, but we shall see how that goes over time. Right, let's have a quick look at the 1 day chart. And as you can see here, this has got a bit more, seems to have a lot more momentum. The momentum is actually showing it right there. And as you can see, that the price action has kind of headed to the cloud. The cloud is quite thin here, so which means that the cloud being quite thin means that there isn't much volatility, which means that the price action could quite easily get through the cloud and become far more bullish than it is at the moment. The Chiku span here is caught up within the price action there, which means this is a congestion site there, which also means that it could act as resistance, hence forcing the price down a bit or even considerably more. But again, the market will do what it wants to do. Finally, let's go to the 4-hour chart here. And here things are a bit different. Now remember, I've said to you before in the past, if you watch some of my earlier videos, that the 4-hour charts are the bridge between the swing traders and the long-term traders. And in this case here, this is definitely bullish. It's above the cloud, above the Tenkan-sen is above the Kijun-sen, and of course the Chiku span is also above the cloud and runs free. Therefore, this is quite strong and may continue to get stronger. Momentum seems to have slowed down a bit, but that is to be seen as things progress for tomorrow. Now, one of the things that you should note is that because the 4-hour is bullish, we could to some extent expect a more bullish outcome overall, a kind of bullish trend. In other words, the trend has changed. Remember, I said the larger time frame determines the overall trend. However, the change comes in within the smaller time frames, and the smaller time frame that we're looking at here is the 4-hour, and that is quite bullish. If this continues, expect the trend to the overall larger time frame trend to change. But as always, keep your eyes and ears open when it comes to the markets. Right, let's go over to oil and the light crude futures. Let's kick off with the 1 week. And this is just clearly bearish, all on the cloud. Kijun-sen above the Tenkan-sen. Price action here, as you can see, is in the kind of consolidation here. It's all just sort of straight, and the proof of the consolidation is the shape of both the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen. As you can see, they're flattening, and when you see that on the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen, that means that the price action is in consolidation. The Chiku span is running free, and if the Chiku is running free, that means that there is more likely to be a lot more bearish action. Right, let's have a quick look at the 1 day. Again, also quite bearish. Chiku span is running free. Kijun-sen is above the Tenkan-sen, and price action kind of slowed down. Looks like we're gonna get a kind of a price contraction here, but we shall wait and see how that progresses. The squeeze momentum here is already showing that there's most likely going to be some. Just a moment, please. Sorry about that. Price contraction, but we shall see how that goes. As I said, definitely bearish, and it can continue to be bearish because we can also see that the price is not too far from the Kinjin. Now, when the price action gets way too far from the Kinjin, there has to be consolidation. In other words, the price goes back towards the Kinjin Sen. And finally, on the light crude oil futures, let's look at the 4-hour. Again, quite bearish. Chico's point running free. Kinjin Sen above the Tenkan Sen, and of course, as you can see, the price is going right down, not too far, which means that it might still have a bit to go. Momentum seems to be gradually also increasing in that direction. In other words, the downward direction. It seems as if the OPEC meeting hasn't done much for the oil futures, but it's still early days yet. We shall see. Overall, all time frames that we've looked at the moment are all bearish, so one should kind of expect a bit of a more bearish action to continue to go on over the next few days and maybe to the weekend. Anyway, as I've always told you, the market will do what it wants to do. And as for the price action in any commodity or asset that you trade, your guess, ladies and gentlemen, is as good as mine. Keep your eyes and ears open and your trading sharp. Have a good one. Bye.